Okay, so let's talk about the single cycle waveform writer. Let's start it from scratch. So, cool. Let me just, yep. It's properly from scratch. So this is what you get when you open the Paketti single cycle waveform writer. And as you know, it's been possible for a while to do something like this. And then edit B. And then, of course, do the crossfade. So the purple thick line is what actually comes out after the crossfade. And you can do an export morph to instrument. And when I made this, I thought, yeah, all right, that's all right. So this takes 0% crossfade, goes to 100% crossfade. So if I just select this and start scrolling down, you'll see it's going like this. And as you can see, there's 127 wavetables or whatever. And if I now go and boot up this, which was really just an experiment, wavetable control, I can do something like this. Now hopefully this will just play, so let me initialize by having a maximizer added there, and then let's have a sound play just so I can, yeah, and the sound ducks. Okay, that's good. Just making sure that everything plays. So this was really only an experiment. It was just like when I move this knob, it actually selects the one that is played. And the minute I posted this, I started getting people like, well, can we just automate this, or can we do something clever about it? And I thought, yeah, not really, because once the dialog is open, or once you try to actually do a Renoise render, this dialog will be closed, and there's really no feasible way of automating this properly because it actually runs a script that sets, as you can see, it sets a specific instrument sample slot to 007F and all the others to 00. So if you look at this, you'll see that this is the only one that plays, all the others are muted. And that's pretty static, and you know. Anyway, this was just an experiment. And then I got told by a guy, why don't I look at what Mr. Zensphere is doing? He's been posting really nice YouTube, well, Renoise tutorials to YouTube. And one of the things that he was demoing was that maybe you would instead start with a few FX chains, and then, well, let me just, I took one of the ideas that he posted in a long form 17-minute video and started thinking about it and how to do it, and this is pretty much what I want to show you now. So shout out to Mr. Zensphere, amazing work. So instead of using the export morph to instrument, which might be useful for certain things, like it's already useful for being able to create wavetables, well, the wavetable format going directly to the Surge synthesizer. By the way, shout out to Bacon Paul and everyone involved with the Surge synthesizer, Surge XT. It's just great, and I was really glad and happy to be involved in testing it years and years ago. So that would have been in 2018, 2019. It was just a lot of fun, and just checking that the whole system is actually going on. All right. Yeah. So just, yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, so wavetable export. But the thing that Mr. Zensphere was explaining was something that I yesterday started poking holes at and trying to script, and here's what I came up with, which I think is pretty neat. So, as you know, there's a button, export A to sample slot. It created a new instrument with wave A. There's an export B to sample slot, which again creates an instrument, and there you are. And maybe show the waveform, yeah. But then I thought, what if I just created a tool, or created a button that writes both A and B to sample slot 1 and 2, and then does a little bit of magic. Well, a little trickery, not really magic. So I'm gonna click write A to B. A and B, sorry. There we go. So it exported A and B, and it selected B because that's the one I'm at. It directly enables live pickup mode, and if you were paying attention to the dialog itself, you'll see that there's now a new line here called Wavetable LFO, amplitude at 0, and frequency is at something or other. And what's actually happened is that it's created an instrument with wave A and wave B in sample slot 1 and sample slot 2. Apparently I still need to tweak this because selecting sample 1 should be moving me to edit A, but I can just do this like this. So let's draw a little bit. I still need to tweak this a little bit, but so like this, and then hit this, and then just be, oh yeah, now it makes sense. So something like this. Anyway, here's waveform A, here's waveform B, and the bit that it did was I created a custom instrument with LFO gainer and send, LFO gainer and send. And this is exactly textbook what Mr. Zensphere was talking about. He set up a ramp down, a ramp up. So, and the reason why I didn't just purely script this was because I needed to use something that isn't any of these 8 macros to actually do the secret sauce. Let me put it like that. So I'm going to be playing a sound. You know, pretty boring, huh? Now, as you see, the sample FX chains actually go to here, and that's where the regular Paketti instrument information is in. But what it also added was the wavetable mod LFO, which is directly set up. So all I needed to do was draw 2 samples, 2 waveforms, press write A and B. I got the 2 sample slots. I'm already in live pickup mode, so if I draw like this, I'll see it and I'll be able to hear it. And the wavetable LFO amplitude, offset, and frequency were added. Now I'm still kind of tweaking this LPC counting. It's not exactly where it should be, but it's going to be there once I crack how to actually display this. So now it's 64, and if I hit here, it'll be 250. Yeah, that's looking good. 1. Now let's put it to 250 LPC, and let's play the sound. Yes, it's still exactly what it is. Let me increase the amplitude. maybe make it a little bit faster to illustrate the point of this. Let me see if the audio is actually still playing, or no one's even here. So I guess what I could now do is set up a tiny envelope for this, do a little bit of it, do a hold, maybe a release, and jump back to here and go. Oh yeah, it's pretty neat that you can see it going here, so. Huh. And I've been putting all of these effects into this effects chain, so I guess, but what I actually meant to do, and it's kind of neat that this happened. What I meant to do, of course, was put them into the track DSP. But what this also kind of nicely demonstrates is that I can put, you know, Valhalla Shimmer on this, Valhalla Vintage Verb on this, maybe a delay here, maybe a repeater here, and then let me look it up. So. But what I actually was hoping to do was this, and then just you know, slam a little bit of something in there and then just play it. So, and of course send. Ah, no wonder it's speaking. So. And of course I've enabled these here, so you can just, you know, do the very same thing, but slightly slower, and maybe like that. Oh. Now I'm actually loving that I made this happy accident of just being here demonstrating this, and now just realized that, you know, the FX chain LFO crossfading between these two, they can have effects, which is just fun, because, you know, you could just have a synth here and another synth here, and then just go wild. Obviously, for sound design purposes, you might want to actually like do this yourself instead of just shooting me just, I don't know. So let's try this for, you know, shits and giggles. Wonder if this is enough. Yeah. And then try and do it like this. And maybe then at the end just use this little shortcut here to go. There you go. And then just, let's see what happens. It might render really slowly, but I mean, what am I gonna say? So now this is gonna render everything that's playing here, so it might not. I should really add some sort of timer here that sets the information, because I mean this freezes. Well, first of all, I'm using Control O to render, just like in Schism times. And then what I should really do is just let me write it up. So Control O should update the show status saying which row I'm at, so the user knows what they're rendering instead of experiencing a frozen feeling Renoise UI. It's gonna be easy to do. It's just a lot of these tweaks are just a case of noticing something. So anyway, now I got the sample. So it might not be your cup of tea, but it is. I mean, this sample that I'm about to play, it might not be your cup of tea, but it is built from 2 chip sounds, self-drawn with a single button, a bunch of effects shot in, and then just rendered. So let's listen to it. And what I realized that I didn't even bother showing is if I hit the automation here and then do, I guess, frequency. Oh yeah, I might as well show this. So let's hit the Paketti selected device parameter editor. And oh wow, yeah, okay. So should have a next device, next track, previous device type thing, and also read which device is selected in the automation frame. Why? Because I just selected this, so I would expect this to go there, but anyway, that's fine. I'm just gonna click here. But from now on, once I do the tweaking, if I hit here, I should get to here. So if you've been following these Twitch streams, you know exactly where this is gonna go to. But let's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this in automation sync mode to do a little bit of frequency. Of fooling around with the frequency and maybe amplitude, I don't know. Let's press play. Automation sync, and that should really clicking on automation sync should kick me to the automation frame if not already there, or maybe not, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Maybe a checkbox. So checkbox always take me to automation. That way better configurability. So here we are. And I'm just gonna jump here. Well, I mean, tweaking this would have taken me there anyway, so let me just do it like that. I got the automation sync here. Now let's start automating. So the best results I guess you're gonna get like this. So let's get there. I guess you could have a signal follower on this, I don't know. There we go. And so let's just try this again. So there's the without any frequency automation. Ugh. It's just raw. So control, let me press this a few times, Control O. Now as you can see, the automation that I drew there is right there. Okay, so first sample, correct track first. Let's play it. So the first sample, blah, like that. Yep. Second sample. Oh, I mean, it'd help if it actually played. So again, shout out to Mr. Zensphere. I haven't gotten through your video, but I'm so glad this guy El Casino actually sent me the video and I finally took the time to look at it. Another shout out to Mike Pehel, who actually reminded me that I should be looking into these things when I was asking about the sample chain stuff. And there it is. So yeah. There's more incoming, really, once I get the time for it, but I think this was probably enough for now. Just demonstrating a single effect, single new feature, and if you have any additional ideas as to where to take this kind of thing, I'm really glad that we jumped from you know, being able to draw this and then going, you know, the export morph. It really was just a kind of an interim move, but then get to like write A and B, do yeah, let me fix that. But it's definitely bleeding edge, and you know, that's fine. And what else? Yeah, some bugs, so I'm just gonna tweak it. But anyway, it seemed to work. It's really nice, and there you go. Thanks a lot for your time. I'm on Patreon as usual. If you want to do it, you can always subscribe and support. And more incoming, and I'm just gonna go and fix that bug. I hopefully copied it to the clipboard. There you go. It's, you know, something minor. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop streaming now. So thanks for your time.